Failure is a formidable foe that none of us can escape. It's an unwelcome guest that knocks on everyone's door. Yet the key to success lies not in avoiding failure, but in embracing it. Instead of slamming the door shut, we need to invite failure in, acknowledge its presence, and learn from its teachings. Picture this. It's early in my career, the world is my oyster, but every audition feels like an insurmountable Everest that I just can't seem to climb. The echoes of rejection ring in my ears, each no thundering louder than the last. But here's the thing about no's, they're not roadblocks, they're stepping stones. Each no is a lesson, a chance to learn, to grow, to improve. Every no is a nudge, steering me away from what's not meant for me, guiding me towards what is. And as each door closed in my face, I realized that rejection is not a dead end but a redirection. It's the universe's way of saying, not this way, my friend, there's a better path awaiting your footsteps. Looking back, I see that every rejection was a step closer to my eventual yes. But at the time, it felt like I was stuck in an endless loop of failure. It was only when I stopped running from failure and started inviting it in that I began to see its true value. Failure, as painful as it may be, is a great teacher. It forces us to look within, to confront our weaknesses, to question our approach. It pushes us out of our comfort zone and challenges us to rise above, to be better, to do better. So the next time failure knocks on your door, don't slam it shut. Invite it in. Listen to what it has to teach. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone to your eventual yes. Because remember, each no is not a setback, it's a setup for a comeback. But each no was a stepping stone to the eventual yes that awaited me. Rejection is not the end of the road. It's a detour leading to a more scenic route. It's a subtle tap on the shoulder, a whispered secret in your ear, a gentle nudge to tell you that there's a different path meant for you. It's a redirection, not a rejection of your worth. Picture this. You've set your heart on a goal, put in the sweat and the tears, but the door remains firmly shut. You feel the sting of rejection, that bitter taste of not this time. But what if I told you that every no is a stepping stone, a bridge to an eventual yes? In my journey, I've had doors slammed shut, opportunities slip through my fingers, dreams that shattered before they could take flight. But each no was a lesson. Each rejection was a stepping stone that led me to a grander stage, a brighter spotlight, a story worth telling. Think of it as the universe saying, not this way, my friend, there's a grander path awaiting your footsteps. I've had my fair share of doors slammed shut, but each time it was as if destiny was saying, your stage is not here, it's on a much grander platform. So the next time you face rejection, don't let it weigh you down. Don't let it define you. Instead, embrace it. Welcome it as a teacher, a guide, a compass pointing you towards your true north. Remember, some of the greatest success stories began with a rejection letter, a closed door, or a not good enough. But it's those very stories that shine the brightest, that inspire and uplift, that remind us of the strength within us. So chase your dreams, run with them, even when the road gets tough, when the path seems unclear. Embrace rejection, for within it lies the seed of future triumphs. And when you finally reach that peak, that pinnacle of success, you'll look back and realize that your stage was never meant to be here. Your stage is not here, it's on a much grander platform. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Picture this, you're on a journey, and you come across a huge mountain blocking your path. Now, you have two choices. You can either turn back, letting the mountain defeat you, or you can climb it. By choosing to climb, you're choosing to face your setback head-on. And let me tell you, the view from the top makes every struggle worthwhile. Now let's unpack that a bit. How do setbacks lead to personal growth and resilience? Well, imagine if life were a flat, straight road with no bumps or turns. Sounds easy, right? But it's through the twists, turns, and bumps that we truly discover our strengths and capabilities. It's the uphill battles, the storms we weather that shape us. When we face setbacks, we're forced to dig deep, to tap into our inner reservoir of strength and resilience. We learn to adapt, to problem solve, to persevere. We learn that we're stronger than we thought, braver than we believed, and more resilient than we could have imagined. Setbacks also teach us invaluable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. They serve as mirrors, reflecting back to us areas of our lives that need attention or improvement. They open our eyes to new perspectives, new ways of thinking and doing, and most importantly, they remind us that it's okay to falter, to stumble, as long as we pick ourselves up and keep moving forward. So I challenge you to reflect on your own setbacks. What have they taught you? How have they shaped you? And remember, setbacks are not barriers to your journey. They're part of the journey. They're the chapters of your story that make the ending so much sweeter. And remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. It's not about avoiding the rain, but learning to dance in it. Each setback you overcome is a feather in your cap, a badge of honor that says, I faced this and I came out stronger. In the grand tapestry of life, setbacks are not stains. They're intricate patterns, adding depth and beauty to the overall design. So the next time you face a setback, remember, it's not a roadblock, it's a stepping stone. It's not a defeat, it's a lesson. And every lesson learned makes you wiser, stronger, and more resilient. Growth often wears the cloak of adversity. So embrace your setbacks, learn from them, and let them lead you to a higher, more rewarding peak in your journey. Resilience is a muscle that strengthens with every challenge. It's not a muscle you can see or flex in a mirror, but it's there, in every fiber of your being. Each time life throws us a curveball, each time we stumble and fall, that muscle tightens, strengthens, and prepares us for the next round. Think of it as your personal trainer, your silent cheerleader pushing you to go the extra mile, encouraging you to rise and shine. It's the voice inside you that whispers, "You can," when the world around you screams, "You can't." Now let me tell you a story. A story of a time when I faced a challenge that felt insurmountable. I was a budding entrepreneur, and my business was on the brink of collapse. I had poured my heart, soul, and every penny I had into this venture, and it was slipping through my fingers like sand. But rather than wallow in self-pity, I decided to use this as an opportunity to build my resilience. Each day brought a new challenge, a new hurdle to overcome. But with each passing day, I felt my resilience muscles strengthening. I became more determined, more relentless, more resilient. And then one day, I saw a glimmer of hope, a small victory that reminded me of my strength, my resilience. It was at that moment that I realized I had become a stronger, more resilient version of myself. I was no longer the same person who had started this journey. I had evolved, transformed. I had become a person who could not just withstand adversity but thrive in the face of it. And it was all thanks to that resilience muscle that I had been building all along. So my dear friends, remember this. Every challenge, every setback is an opportunity to build your resilience muscle. It's an opportunity to grow, evolve, and transform into the best version of yourself. Your resilience is your swing. It's your ability to turn any curveball into a home run. Success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a pathway paved with challenges and triumphs, filled with detours that lead you to unexplored terrains of self-discovery. The key to navigating this journey is cultivating a growth mindset, a belief that your abilities are not fixed, but rather malleable and capable of expansion. This mindset is your compass, guiding you to view challenges not as towering walls, but as mountains to conquer. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to stretch your potential. It's a chance to stumble, fall, but ultimately rise stronger, wiser, better. A growth mindset transforms the landscape of your journey. It changes the narrative from "I can't" to "I can't yet, but I will." It's the belief that every no is a not yet, every failure a lesson, every setback a setup for a comeback. A growth mindset is the passport to a journey where you learn not just to weather the storm, but to dance in the rain. None of us walks this path alone. In the grand tapestry of life, each thread weaves a story of triumph and failure, of joy and sorrow, of dreams and disappointments. But remember, every thread is connected, each one intertwined with another, forming a network of support and strength. In my journey, there have been countless moments when I found myself lost in the labyrinth of life. Each time it was the guiding light of a mentor, the comforting words of a friend, or the unwavering faith of a loved one that led me back to my path. Their belief in me was a beacon in the storm, a lighthouse guiding me towards my destination. They were my constellation, my stars in the darkest of nights, illuminating my path when I could not see the way forward. So seek out your constellation. Reach out to those who believe in your light, even when it's hidden from your own sight. Cherish those relationships, for they are the wind beneath your wings.